What's up guys, C-Twan13 here, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Bose SoundWear companion speaker. Alrighty guys, so today we're taking a look here at the SoundWear from Bose. Now this is a very interesting product. It's kind of a crossover between headphones and a speaker, and I'm not really sure exactly where it sits in the market, but it's nonetheless a very intriguing product. Now I'll have the link below to Amazon where this is for sale if you want to see and take a look at the product details and that sort of thing. Of course, we're going to be going over some of that today in this unboxing video. Now before I get into it, I just want to say that the reviews on this thing overall have been pretty good. I'm not here to say that I'm an early adopter by any means. This thing has been out for quite a while. But I will say that I feel like this is probably going to be either a love it or hate it product. Because if you always wanted a speaker with you and you're not really a fan of the isolation of headphones, but you don't like carrying one with you, you might love this. But if you don't like the idea of playing a speaker out loud in public and you have anxiety over that, you just don't like to disturb other people, or you just think it's obnoxious, you're not going to be a fan of this at all. So then again, of course, you could always, in my opinion, carry something like a JBL Extreme or definitely something smaller and get very good sound as well. But of course, again, some people don't want to have anything on them in any significant way that's noticeable, and this is pretty much just like putting almost like a little speaker scarf on. So we're gonna go ahead and get this thing open and see what it's all about. Now the SoundWear is available for about $300 at various retailers, Best Buy, Target, that sort of thing, and of course Amazon. And that does put it at a premium that a lot of people might not be willing to pay for such a crossover, possibly niche product. Now, you've got a situation here where it's not really a pair of headphones, and it's not really a speaker. But anyway, enough about that for now. Let's just open this up. Very nice presentation here. Here's your Bose logo here. Very nice clamshell box, or sort of drop open style Apple box, if you will. Now here it is. Here's the SoundWear. Very nicely weighted, very nice balance. It's not tilting any one direction, as you can see here. And that's important, again, because if it's going to be hanging on your neck, you don't want it to be heavily biased in one direction or the other. On the back here, you've got a very nice, smooth reverse zipper here, which is going to be very good to avoid irritating your skin. And I believe that's actually because you can remove the outer sheathing here. Take a quick look. I believe that you can remove this outer sheathing, yes, that's correct, and you can clean it. So of course that is great because, again, anything that's going to be hanging around your neck, maybe even when you're walking or working out, that's going to get pretty nasty from your sweat. So that's good that this can be cleaned and that this backside is lined with rubber, water-resistant rubber. So let's put that to the side and see what other accessories are in the box. Now over here you've got your little booklet here. You've got your manual, and you've got your warranty information here as well. Underneath all of that, you've got a little silicone gel packet, which is pretty standard, and you've got a micro USB cable, which is for charging. But you know what? You don't want to see that. So what we're going to do is I am going to look through this manual real quick and just make sure I know. It's pretty simple, it should be, but it is a Bluetooth device, and sometimes they include some funky pairing directions. So let's go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and read these directions and then get back to you. Alrighty guys, so here I am. I come back here. I've looked over the directions briefly. Now, the directions do say that you need to download an app to use this. Now, there is nothing more that I hate in this world than... Thank you. I appreciate that. So there's nothing more I hate in this world than uselessly, unnecessarily app-connected things. And that includes this. Now I understand there's, maybe an EQ and all that stuff, but for now, I just want to use this as a Bluetooth speaker. So I do see that it shows up in my Bluetooth as Bose SoundWear. Now I just tap on that. Well, now it's connected. And it gives you an audible notification as well. So now what we're going to do is do my classic test here. Now again, obviously, this is meant to be a personal speaker. So obviously, I'm not going to be able to give you the best experience listening through the mic on my camera. But I'm still going to try. And we're going to do a comparison here between my JBL Extreme and this. Now again, totally not a fair comparison, but just because a lot of people probably know what this sounds like, it's going to give people an idea of what this sounds like. And of course, you have to keep in mind that this is going to be much closer to your ears than your JBL Extreme. So let's go ahead and do our copyright-free music test. So this song we're going to be testing for the first time is Late Night Snack by Gunnar Olsen. Alrighty guys, so again, like I said before, it's not going to be a fair comparison because again, this is supposed to be a close contact speaker that's actually going to use even some sort of kinetic action as well to induce more of a bass sensation, which I was definitely feeling when I had this in my hand. But nonetheless, there is a cool comparison there to see just, you know, the difference between a personal speaker and a speaker designed for maximum projection. Now, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to try this on camera, and I'm going to give you my honest take on what it sounds like. I'm going to be listening to the same song here, just because, again, if you can hear it, I'm not about to get a copyright strike. But what we're going to do is I'm going to listen to it and give you my honest take. Now, obviously, this is going to be my opinion, but here we go. Alrighty, guys, so I'm going to try this now for myself. So, putting this on, just like that, that's how you're supposed to wear it. Now, I will admit, honestly, looks a little dorky in my opinion, alright? But it's comfortable. I'm not uncomfortable wearing it. There's no hot spots on this, and it sits comfortably. And I can totally see if you're walking around, just enjoying a nice walk, going somewhere, or maybe you're going for a day out, that sort of thing, and you just want some casual music without having headphones in, you know, blocking your surroundings, so to speak. This will be very easy to forget that you were wearing, and that's a good thing for sure. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna keep the volume down a little bit, and we're gonna try this out and see what it sounds like. Obviously, I'm gonna start from the beginning. Same song, Late Night Snack, Gunnar Olsen. All right. I've got the volume a little under a fourth of the way. So just under 25%. So, wow. So already just by listening to that, just that small snippet there, this song has some nice deep bass sections as well as some instruments, and instrument separation really comes in. Now, I will say that instrument separation is not as clear as even on the JBL Extreme, and that's a little disappointing. It's nothing terrible, and honestly, it's still pretty good, and even very good, but it's not as crisp. However, bass is surprisingly good, and that's something that they advertise on the box and in the literature for this thing, is that unlike most personal speakers or even headphones, bass is really something that they try to emulate and recreate with these speakers, and they've really done that. I think it doesn't sound forced or artificial either. It just sounds natural, and it sounds like it's filling in that lower end that's sorely lacking on stuff like this normally. Now, obviously, there aren't a lot of products like this in particular, but you get what I'm saying when I say stuff like this in the sense of small personal speakers or headphones. There's always an issue where you just don't have the size to create that lower end response. So, what do I think of the Bose SoundWear? Well, I guess I'll have to give you a full review at a later date. But as it currently stands, very comfortable, flexible. I guess even if you got a real big neck, this wouldn't be a super big problem. It wouldn't pinch you, and it's really comfortable. I'm not feeling like it's gonna slip off. It's nicely weighted, slightly biased to the front to keep it on your neck, and just overall super comfortable and actually sounds good. And it's a really interesting experience when you're listening to it too, because again, it's not like headphones. You're not isolated from the world. That's honestly one of the reasons why I really don't like headphones. I don't like being isolated from the world around me. For me, it's uncomfortable, and I just don't like not knowing what's going on around me. Because again, that sort of sense of isolation from the ambiance, if you will, it's sort of a disconnected, jarring feeling, and I don't generally like that. So that's why I'm usually more geared towards using a Bluetooth speaker and just carrying that around with me everywhere. So this, I feel like, gives me the best of both worlds, where it's like if I want to listen to music, I don't have to invade everyone's situation with a speaker if I want to turn it up louder, but at the same time, I'm not isolated because it's still a speaker and not headphones. So in conclusion, guys, this is a very interesting product from Bose. I don't think I'm able to give you an accurate assessment on whether it's great or terrible. I think honestly it is definitely a niche product and it's not for everybody, but I guess I can give you my honest review of it in about a week. So thanks for watching, guys. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you have any questions, comments, or more, you know what to do, leave them below. And as always, if you want to see more, get subscribed.